So, people, this is going to be about more losing weight, being skinny, being thin, feeling good about the way you look, or at least feeling good about the posture you have so you can breathe well because good posture helps you breathe good. Now, remember what I said in other videos about keeping the arched back, sticking your stomach out. It doesn't matter if you just ate or not. When you just ate, your stomach's gonna stick out further until your food digests. And it isn't about going to the bathroom. Your food needs to go through a process where it actually digests through so you'll feel better, it'll spread out throughout your body, and it'll start distributing to who knows where, because I'm not a freaking doctor or nurse. I could find out where, but I don't really care. But this is about eating meat and being skinny. If you're going to eat meat, first of all, no matter what kind of meat you eat, I suggest don't eat out at restaurants because they're going to give you the oldest of the oldest meat that they have because that's how restaurants run business. They want to get rid of their meats that are going bad. They're not going to give you the freshest meats and just take loss on the meats that are going bad. The next thing is buying meats. You can buy your meats at Walmart, you can buy your meats at Giant Food, you can buy your meats at your local grocery store, you can buy your meats at the butcher. I gave you four places that started at the worst place because they buy their meats at the bulk cheapest rate possible. You get your meats at a butcher, obviously it's going to be the freshest meats. Now, you get your meats at Walmart, it's going to be bulk meat and it's going to be shipped from who knows where. You could look into it, I guess, and believe what they tell you, but they pack it with all sorts of things to make it preserve longer. The butcher is the very best place you want to go to, no matter what. Or your local grocery store that you know the owner, which in my local area I could find the owner. Now, the local small grocery store. And I could find out where he gets his meat. He probably gets some of his meat at a butcher and he could point out where he gets it. I don't buy meat, so I don't really care. I also want to explain because I don't eat meat and I'm just bringing up meat because I know about meat because my 16-year-old boy, he eats meat. I'd like to get him off meat, but you know what? He don't want to stop eating meat. But you know what I do? Or I should say I don't do? I don't buy meat. My mom buys for my brother and sister that live with her. She buys them meat even though she eats like I do now because she realizes that for health reasons alone is why she eats like I do. She realizes she needs to eat like I do. But she buys meat and she'll bring me over extras. I don't buy my meat. I only accept free meat and then I incorporate it into my meals, which I eat all natural produce, straight produce. I don't eat frozen, but you can go to one of my first videos and see how I eat. That's not what this video is about. But what I do is I incorporate the meat, but also the meat you're going to want to buy, if you're going to buy meat, which I don't do, is buy seafood, even though that's a scary thought because of the mercury and the chemical spills from other countries are coming over to our side. Either buy seafood because that's your leanest meat and your healthiest meat, and then next would buy poultry. Your chickens, your bird meats, I guess poultry would be, which would be turkey, chicken. Those meats are your next best meats. Try to stay away from the other meats. But if you're gonna buy those meats, straight up go to a butcher. That way you know it's natural. You know how it's been grown. You know how they take care of their animals. They're not in torture shops being sent over to Walmart and Giant. And it's much better meat because they take care of their animals until they're older and then they slaughter them, which to me isn't right either. But if you're gonna do it like that. My preference. I don't really care how you do it, but that's how you should do it mentally and physically. I mean, you really shouldn't try to help out places that torture animals. Just it's just not right. I don't care. I'm not trying to get into that because some people think some people are ridiculous for thinking the way I do, and I'm not trying to get into it. But there's my thoughts on meat being slim and what you should do, and don't try to push others to eat the way you do. Try to help them out. If you know they're going to eat meats, do like I'm doing and help them out. Smarten them up. Let them realize don't do it like this. Don't buy meats at certain places and don't eat the meats that are horrible for you. So incorporate healthy food. The more healthy food you eat, the slimmer you'll be, the healthier you'll be. Do variety in no matter what food you eat. Like if you're gonna eat meats, try to switch it up. Eat seafood, eat poultry, and if you're gonna eat the other meats, try to eat the leaner meats like the steaks, like the more fat free or less fat in the meats. Eat liver, things like that that are gonna actually benefit to you if you're gonna eat them. At least benefit off of it. And when people go hunting, try to pretty much bribe them into giving you some of their meat, pay to get half of it butchered so you can get some of the meat off the deer because deer's a great meat for people to eat if they're going to eat meat. I used to love eating deer, but I don't think it's right. But I'm not the boss. So please like this, share this, comment on this shit. Peace.